Hello and welcome to another episode of Short and Sweet TV. And today we're going to be looking at Illustrator, and in particular we'll be looking at how you can distribute objects between one another and also to the artboard, and how you can also align them to one another and also the artboard. So to start off with, I'm going to come across and select these objects at the bottom of my artboard. So if I hold down Shift and select each one, that allows me to select multiple shapes. So they're all now active, and I've got this bounding box running around all of them. And our distribute and our alignment options are up here in the control panel along the top. So on the left hand side I have my alignment options, and on the right I've got my distribute options. Now whenever we align or we distribute, we can do it to the objects themselves, so we can align the objects with themselves, or we can align them with the artboard. Now if I click on this little drop down here on this symbol, this is where I can choose whether to align objects to the artboard or to the objects themselves. Let's choose to align these objects to one another, so align to selection. Now if I come across here and choose the align vertically, their centers, I'll select that. You can see that it's now aligned all of those objects in their centers along a vertical axis. I can also choose to distribute them evenly. If I come across here and choose the horizontally distribute centers, it's now evenly distributed those objects between one another. Now if I come up and choose the align to artboard option, this time when I choose to align them vertically, you can see it's actually aligned them right in the center of this artboard. I'll group these objects together now, so if I go up to Object and then scroll down to Group, that way I can just position them here at the bottom of my page. I'm going to do the same thing with the objects at the top of the page, so I'll just hold down the Shift key and select all of the circles at the top of the page. Now this time when I align these, I'm going to click on my drop down. I actually want to align them to one another, so I choose Align to Selection, and I'll align them horizontally to one another, and I'll also align them vertically to one another. And then I'll align them to the artboard. So I'll click on the Align to Artboard option, come across and click on Align them horizontally, and also align them vertically, which positions them perfectly in the center of my artboard. So this has just been a brief introduction on how you can use your align and your distribute options in your control panel. If you ever need to get to these options and you can't see them in the control panel, you can also come up to Window, scroll down to Align, and it's here that you'll open up your Align panel. And as you can see up the top, I've got my Align Object options and then Distribute options underneath. If I need to, I can click on the drop down menu here and choose to show more options, which then gives me the option here to change between Align to Selection or Align to Artboard. Align to Key Object allows you to select one object as the center or the key object, and you can align shapes around that particular object that you choose. So this has been another episode of Short and Sweet Illustrator training. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.